actually.
Who are you? Even though the man's ears were tucked neatly behind his hair, Saren noticed them sticking out from his disturbed locks, although we can't see them. They were pointed.
His ears. Are you an elf?
Oh, you can tell?
This is a romance option, but only for Saren. Eleanor, the female elf, cannot romance Draco.
You can smell the smoldering
Hey,
sexual.
I like girls too. I just want to kiss all the boys.
He cleared his throat and smiled.
Elf on my mother's side, yes.
He bowed deeply and with unnecessary flourish.
Oh. Lady and gentlemen, I am Draco Firestarter, and yes, I do start fires.
You start fire.
Enough of your nonsense. Lauren waved her weapons as if it were as much of a threat as the goblins. Was it simply because he was a man, or had her isolation at the Citadel turned her paranoid?
Now, don't get upset, Saren. I'm just playing around.
Identify yourself. Now.
Your Highness, he just said.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of me. I am the all-power, famous masked magician fire guy.
Well done. He suddenly waved his fingers in front of him and created a brief fireball. He made a sound effect to accompany it and laughed.
Oh my god. He seriously just did some MS Paint shit. I did that with the spray bucket.
But his laughter was cut short when Lauren kicked him straight in the chest and hurled him back toward the ground. Such a nice woman, that Lauren.
Nah, it was just a demonstration. I mean no harm, honestly.
Your Grace, I believe he won't hurt us.
Lauren slowly pulled her sword away from Draco's throat and stood straight. You're right. He's too incompetent to do any damage.
Oh, snap.
Incompetent? That's not fair. I created an entire game on my own. It has cards and monsters. It's awesome. Actually, I'm quite good with magic too. All kinds, but fire is my favorite. Did I mention my last name is Firestarter? It's totally not Pegasus.
Can I just mention that it's ironic that he's a fire mage because that was an ice burn?
Oh,
You'd better
then
have
how did you
Mother
get captured so easily by a small group of little goblins if you're so powerful?
It was a different group. A better group. Goblins as tall as trees. Yes, trees.
They had a field spell out that made them immune to being destroyed by battle.
Saren sighed, knowing that there were no such things. That's a very convenient excuse.
It was! They were accompanied by a very powerful goblin shaman. I couldn't hold out against them all on my own. And the shaman was as big as...
Enough of your excuses. You're wasting the princess's time.
A princess? I had no idea I was in such great company.
Draco took some uncomfortable steps toward Lauren, so Saren had to block him, pushing him back.
Bro, what you doing?
Alright, I understand. The princess is off limits.
Actually, Goblin Attack Force has quite a few attack points, so it makes sense that he wouldn't be able to defeat it, but it switched to defense position at the end of the battle phase, so he'd be able to easily take it out on the next turn if he wasn't destroyed by battle, which clearly he was not!
And now we know. The half-elf's eyes locked with his for a brief moment. He smirked, taking Saren off guard. You let your guard down, no matter how tall the goblin. That's unacceptable.
I'm bored.
I'm more useful than you may think, lady. Perhaps you would be interested in my services. I wouldn't charge much.
We got that covered.
No, we are not interested. Draco looked disappointed at her blunt response.
Not even if I throw in an especially beautiful lady discount?
Lauren ignored him and walked away.
It's your loss then. Bye, I suppose.
You know, Pegasus's Toon cards have actually gotten new cards after like 16 years.
It's,
Just
Really?
let's not get too into Yu-Gi-Oh! Here.
Ah.
They walked away
But-
from the... I mean, yes, I realize Pegasus, but, you know...
But guys,
We gotta keep this
Songs
moving.
Rule
We
is
gotta
the
keep it moving.
Soundtrack of a generation.
We
They walked
momentum,
away.
guys. Let's go.
They walked away
ahead.
from the disappointed magician. Saren spoke quietly to Lauren once they were out of earshot.
I'm sure it won't be the last time we see that man.
It's
And
not the
he's-
last you've seen of me.
And then he whispers to himself, "All right,
Unfortunately.
Oh.
pick this up."
All right. We're back on the map. Let's see if Lauren has anything else to say back at camp.
Oh boy, let's talk to Lauren more.
Your Majesty, if I may ask, now that we're traveling together, I would like to know what you expect of me.
What kind of question is this? Everything I need you for, that is what a servant is for.
I see.
I am still your princess, even though I have left the Citadel.
According to your laws, you're not. Yes, I was not doubting that at all, ma'am. It's only that I am not used to this type of servitude.
I've already told you that your bed tricks are useless to me.
Yes. I know. I was just hoping you could tell me how to best serve you.
I will not have the will or mind to teach you your job. If I say something, do it. All of my slaves stood 5 paces away from me at all times, and they did not look me in the eyes. Saren immediately averted his eyes and took several steps away. Lauren evaluated him. No, it looks odd when there's only one of you. You may stand closer. Saren shuffled back. Behind me, when I'm not addressing you.
Yes. Thank you, mistress.
It was a small victory for him to be allowed more intimacy with Lauren. Perhaps when they came to know each other more, Saren could stand with respect next to her.
Nah.
Someday.
Does she have another one, or is it?
She probably has another one, but I'll save it for after
Can we please
go
not
somewhere.
talk to Lauren anymore?
Yeah, let's not talk to Lauren anymore.
I mean, she's such...
We traveled to Grimoire. Quest
My
complete.
God.
Oh, we got level ups. So we're not going to spend forever on these. I'll give you a brief overview. This is the warrior tree. You got toughness, increase your hit points. You got taunts, provoke, get the enemy to attack you. You got power attack, more damage, but slower for your next turn. And then if you get both of these skills, you get the middle skill and the right skill. You can get the one in the middle of them. You get toughness and taunt. You get the one in the
Yeah,
middle of those.
let's not use the auto assign because I think the last time.
Yeah,
we
we're
did
not
that,
going to
it
use auto assign
assigned it
because that gave us crappy skills. Other possibilities are stun. Stunning is very important in this game. And pushing, you can get them in the back row. Then we've got Lauren's tree. She's got dual wields, which is your normal, just deals more damage when having 2 weapons. Rally increases the party's attack. Knockdown knocks down an enemy and deals extra damage, and has a chance to confuse. No mercy. If the target has been knocked down, you can use it for a critical hit that might weaken them, and has a chance of instantly killing them. If we get both of those, we can also get Wide Slash, which is every enemy in the front line for half damage, which is pretty damn good. So I am going to get for Lauren. I'm gonna grab Knockdown and work my way toward Wide Slash, and we'll auto assign the stats. I wish there was a Vorpal Sword in this game. So here's the Thief Tree. Basically, all of these skills are the same thing. If the enemy is weakened or knocked over or has any status effect, really, then this will inflict an additional status effect and deal some damage. All of these are different status effects that they inflict. Then this is the Hero Tree. This is the Healing Tree, which we will be almost entirely focused on because it's the only healer in the game, really. There's some healing, but this is our main healer.
Only we are lame enough to be a healer.
So we've got Standard Heal, we've got Resurrect, Energy, which has a long delay and costs us some magic but restores someone else's magic. Ward, which increases magic resistance, and Neutralize, which removes negative status effects. So
there's no like white magic.
Yeah, we're a white mage.
I'm just saying, like, is there no holy spell?
There is no holy spell.
Oh, there's no offensive. That's darn.
Yeah, there's no offensive magic. So I'm thinking Neutralize. It's deals with all status effects. It's a blanket skill, so that's pretty useful.
Plus, if you, yeah, that's pretty useful. Plus, it's basically the next step heal. Moving on.
They arrived in Grimoire. Saren was able to get them past the gate guard without any trouble, just a warning to keep all weapons away. The open market in the town square was bustling with activity. So, this is all the human empire can show for their capital? Well, how do we respond to that? Should we say,
Oof, it smells just as charming, too.
or
I see nothing wrong with it, Your Highness. It's only different from the system.
or forceful?
Paupers and vagabonds.
Alright, chat, what do we do? While this vote is going, I am gonna be right back, like 30 seconds.
I don't know why, but forceful is the best.
Paupers and vagabonds.
And it goes with him being just like the snootiest motherfucker. He's funnier when he's forceful than when he's joking, because every time he's joking,
Yeah.
he's kind of shits the bed.
Forceful is less forceful and more sass.
Oof!
So much sass.
Ugh, look at these paupers and vagabonds in there. Non-cleavage exposing shirts.
Oh, please, girlfriend.
I just noticed that Saren's pauldrons cover so little that you can see Nip.
Oh my god, you're right.
But you hadn't noticed that?
No, I was
Well,
too. I was too.
mostly there's crap over them.
Yeah, but you can just see it.
You can
And
just
I'm just-
barely
I-
see it.
I guess I was focused kind of on the fact that the artist really emphasized his like pelvic cleft.
Okay, sorry to keep you folks waiting.
Quake, good timing.
What's
kind
my
of
timing?
We were kind of wandering off into very uncomfortable territory.
Oh,
Quick,
dear.
choose forceful.
You were-
Do it.
we-
I suppose
need
I'll
to move
find
on.
out when I
We've
listen
gone too
back.
far.
We were talking about Saren's hot nipples.
No, shut
Oh,
up.
okay. Anyway, moving on. Forceful is the choice that Chad has chosen.
My god.
Oh.
no.
Paupers and fucking. Stop it. Paupers. Fucking.
Oh dear, what happened when I was
I'm
gone?
sorry.
Do you need me to step in here?
No, I got this. Paupers and vagabonds.
Indeed. Come, we need to find out what these settlers know. Lauren wants to search Grimoire for clues. Blah, 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 blah. You have choices in this game. We didn't figure that out yet.
Wow, sir.
Alright, so we're going to the Tavern last. As we learned last time, it does not matter which order we go to these places in, so let's just start at the top and end at the Tavern.
Fair enough.
Yay.
Let's go.
They walked through the stalls of the market. Lauren flinched and recoiled at everyone that was hurrying past her. Her patience disappeared. She stomped her foot and shouted at the top of her lungs. Excuse me, I have to move back. Enough! I am Lauren of the Amazons! I am on a search for my mother!
Nice.
I hope I was far enough away. The whole of the marketplace turned to gawk at her, and then they continued with what they were doing, completely uninterested. Lauren was stunned, having never been ignored in her life. Saren was worried that she would take it personally and become angry, so he swooped in to disrupt her thoughts.
I'm giving you attention. Let us ask one of the vendors personally. Maybe they have seen our queen.
Look, a distraction.
Lauren's lips pressed tightly together as she reluctantly walked up to a fruit stall. I am Princess Lauren, my mother, the Queen of the Amazons.
Fresh apples, good fruit for you.
The salesman picked up a bright red fruit that neither of them had seen before and shoved it into Lauren's hand. Her eyes went large from being handled like a commoner.
1 apple or 2 apples?
Lauren, however, was too offended to respond.
That's 2 apples. 2 apples for the big woman.
She sure does.
2
apples!
6 gold!
Or what do we do? Should we say?
Come in.
For what it's worth, I don't think that you're a big woman.
Wow,
Oh,
really tactful there, Siren. Or
No. No apples. We're not purchasing anything. We're sorry.
or
This is the princess you are speaking to. Watch yourself or you meet the end of my blade.
Say it sassier.
what are we doing, chat?
My blade.
Vote
blade.
now. Okay. Looks like
Friendly,
we're gonna
see.
be friendly.
All right. Last time we chose forceful, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we did. But force wasn't that funny. No. No apples. We are not purchasing anything. We're sorry.
Lauren dropped the apple without care for it. We're leaving.
Yes, ma'am.
The princess would not subject herself to the horror of the marketplace again.
You sure you don't want any apples?
Let's go to combat arena.
Right, that girl's got great apples. Right. And his mom.
Combat arena. Did anyone want to take the barbarian this time?
Yeah, so we've
last
got we're gonna meet with the barbarian here. He's only got one line right
Yeah,
now.
he's only got one line.
Um,
Unless I remember, I gave one of the dudes here like just different accents every time he came up.
Because you
Yeah.
chose an accent and then changed it immediately.
I'll
Yeah.
be the barbarian, I guess.
all right, we did an Arnold voice for him last time. It's up to you
did
if you
the
wanna
Arnold voice, yeah.
do that or do something else.
Did you guys want to do something else? Does anybody have any other ideas for him?
Well, I'm doing it
Oh,
now,
if
so-
Kinu's gonna do
Yeah.
it, it's up to
Yeah,
Kinu.
if you have an idea, go ahead.
Lauren wished to appeal to the strongest people of the city, and the grand arena in the heart of Grimoire attracted her immediately. So this is their training grounds. It is odd looking, almost like a temple.
It looks as if it is suited to seat an audience, perhaps for approval.
We should be able to find the most influential people here. Saren hoped this would be true, but not every culture revered warriors like the Amazons. Lauren walked straight into the open pit without trouble, looking very much like she belonged there. Gladiators were training loudly before them, and a few spectators were seated in the stands. Where are all the women? This is the guy who has a different accent each time.
Yeah. Are you in the recruit? I wasn't told about you.
And there's Amakiki.
Is this the
Barbarian.
guy?
That's the guy. The grizzled old man eyed Lauren up and down, making her uncomfortable. Behind him was a large gladiator resting against his sword. Bring me your mightiest warrior. The gladiator raised his chin.
Oh, that's me.
You're looking at him. Why?
We need a favor in the search for my mistress's mother.
The War Master and the gladiator both turned to see Saren for the first time.
Now that's more like it. You must be the new recruit. You'll fit right in here.
What should we say? Should we say,
For some reason, I doubt that.
friendly
Sorry, but I'm not here to join.
or forceful?
You're mistaken. I do not belong to you.
Willis, chat. Which do we pick? Alright. Looks like we're going for forceful.
You are mistaken. I do not belong to you.
You're already outfitted, yeah? Whose banner do you fight under? There's men from Lothar and Horus here, too. In fact, this man here...
Lauren growled and stepped in front of Saren possessively. He is not for sale!
Sail!
That's your line! That's it for Kinu, everyone. That's a wrap.
Well done.
I could feel
We're done here.
the passion, the fury, the Arnold, the pelvis.
Lauren whipped away from the men, and Saren rushed after her. The Empire's warriors were not at all what they had hoped. Alright, so much for the warriors. Let's go to the guard post.
I was expecting at least a sentence.
Nope!
Actually, I just realized
Forgot
how
about
much.
that.
I just realized how much that character looks like Tarzan.
Our characters are totally... Actually, most of the characters in this game are assholes, is the thing.
The good news is that you have a lot more lines in this one, Keenan.
They opted to ask officials rather than the public. When they walked up to the guard post, the soldier's chatter was quickly silenced. I did this guy last time. You want to take him, Kinu?
Sure.
Lauren merely stood, her legs spread and her arms crossed, and not a man was taller than her. No one spoke for a very long time. So, should we joke?
This must be the sound of pure astonishment and wonder. You're welcome, boys.
Friendly.
Oh my.
What's to intrude, but we have an important inquiry.
Or forceful?
Are you all mute? Where are the real gods? And of course, the fourth option, which I would have picked, was just Saren staring wide-eyed at this guy and saying, "I like your hat."
I do like his hat.
The best part about that hat, it's literally just a hat image placed on top of a normal guard image.
The sad thing is that this, for once, his joke comment is actually good.
Yeah.
But
Joke
not
and
really
forceful are...
things.
No, there we go. Looks like we're gonna joke. Because, you know what? That was actually a pretty good joke.
This must be the sound of pure astonishment and wonder. You're welcome, boys.
Hey, who are you and why are you here?
Oh, God.
That's a good guard voice right there. I am Princess Lauren of the Amazons. My mother is the Queen of the Amazons.
You're a princess?
My mother has gone missing and she is believed to have traveled through your lands.
The Amazons really exist? I thought my parents made them up to scare me.
Have you seen my mother? Tell me where she is.
So there really is a group of women in the mountains that enslave men? Is this man your slave?
Oh shit.
All of the
I love the
guards
oh
went
shit
deadly
look.
serious, their looks turning heated.
Ah,
I am not ashamed of my culture.
So it's true.
The guards broke out in insults, demanding they get out of their sight and that they were not welcome in Grimoire. Saren
You're
pleaded.
stupid. You're a big old stupid head.
Saren
Thank you.
pleaded with Lauren not to kill them so that they would not earn the ire of the Empire, or else they would never find her mother. Their search was not going well.
Squire Frito Bandito was not very helpful.
Well, we've got one place left to check before we go to the tavern, so let's try the castle. Surely things will go better here. The highest place of authority was naturally the next step in their search.
Wait, this
Also,
is the
it
same
looked
castle?
exactly like the Amazon's castle.
Hey, reuse assets where you can.
Look, alright, there's one blueprint for throne rooms in this entire fucking universe.
Hey,
Every throne room is the same.
Oh, hey, princess, when did you get back?
They walked right up to the castle and were able to step inside the grand hall, which was open to the public. They were not allowed any further, however. A group of guards and royal
Oh,
vassal
wait.
were blocking the entrance to the
That's
inner
what I was-
cloister.
I mistakenly thought it was the hat that was added. No, in this game they add facial hair.
Yeah. Yeah, they just made his hair gray and gave him a beard. The armor is different, actually, though. The pauldrons are different. They were not allowed any further, however. A group of guards and a royal vassal were blocking the entrance to the inner cloister. Many peasants were already pleading with the vassal to gain entry. Please, my family's starving. You must let me in.
The council is in session and will hear no one. Be gone.
Lauren pushed past everyone with ease and stood at the front of the mob. The vassal took a step back just to take her in. The guards went tense from how threatening she looked. Also, they were staring at her boobs, probably. I am Lauren of the Amazons. I've come to speak with your queen.
Queen? What queen? The Empire has no queen.
Lauren closed her eyes briefly as if it pained her. No, her eyes are open, actually. Then, your king.
Are you joking? We have a council that governs the Empire, not a king or queen.
Then tell your council that I seek an audience with her.
Ma'am.
The vassal laughed at Lauren, instantly enraging her. Her jaw clenched, but she restrained herself.
You freaking idiot.
How should we approach this situation?
Let's see.
Should we joke?
She may be a princess, but she's mastered 200 different ways of killing a man, and it only takes one to do the job.
Should we be friendly?
This is the Amazon princess, so isn't this some sort of protocol for royalty?
Or should we be forceful?
You heard the princess. Fetch your counsel.
Tell us, chat, what do we do?
We must be as stupid as possible.
Yeah, Saren makes such good jokes. Real knee slappers. 2 and 3 tied at 2 votes each. 1 has 1 vote. Okay, all 3 are now tied at 2 votes each.
No, they're not.
Now they're not. The winner is number 3, forceful. With 4
I
votes.
love, for a minute there, Saren's eye. Occasionally, Saren's eyes get frozen halfway closed. He looks so dumb. You heard the princess. Fetch your counsel.
Right, she's a princess, and I'm a forest nymph. You're the 6th princess who's tried to get inside today, lady.
I think that's the same response, and we chose a different.
I think
selection
it
last
is.
time.
Yeah.
I smell lazy writing.
I will not ask you again. Tell your council that Lauren of the Amazons demands an audience. The guards raised their weapons, ready to eject Lauren from the premises.
How about I tell my Halbert that you want an audience with him instead?
Can I just say that every time that Lauren says something fucking stupid, Saren always has the best, oh, for fuck's sake, look on his face.
He's always, oh god, not again.
Mistress as dumb as a bag of rocks. Mistress, let's not get thrown out of the city, or worse, in jail.
You will not get away with this. When my mother is restored to the throne, she will punish you! The vassal did not seem worried, though Saren knew that he definitely should be.
Oh yeah, and I'm the king of Siam.
Siam doesn't exist in this world, but I'm still the king of it.
Exactly.
Alright, let's head to the tavern.
Let's get crunk.
Their search for information was more difficult than they had anticipated. Their investigation had only brought them trouble and suspicion among the locals.
All right, we have a new character coming up. I have an idea for a voice. I won't spoil it.
Are you talking about the one that I did last time?
Are we talking about the same one?
Are we talking about
A
the
certain girl?
Yeah, she's kind of my favorite
Okay.
character in the game, so I was hoping to do her.
Her,
If
really?
that's okay.
I mean, if you really want to, I had an idea.
Well,
Quakerin.
let's hear your idea and then decide.
Hi,
once she
Quakerin.
shows
My
up.
name is Chris Hansen. Please have a seat.
Hi, Chris. How are you? I'm sitting already. So, anyway, worse, Lauren was not earning any favor for being an Amazon princess. She confided in Saren that if her title was not to be honored, then she would refrain from invoking it. She was willing to put her pride aside for the sake of her mother.
It's asking a lot, though.
Yes, she was my favorite character in the game, so I wanted to do her. It is on record. By the time they reached the tavern, the sun was starting to set. Fearful of getting the same treatment that she received everywhere else, Lauren held back and waited for Saren to turn to her. It is late, and we have learned nothing new. What do we do now? Saren was surprised at first, not understanding why royalty would ask a mere servant for advice. Then he remembered that it was the first time that Lauren had been outside of the Amazon Citadel.
How the fuck do you forget that?
Yeah, easily forgotten. So, should we joke?
My, the mighty Amazon princess asks a humble servant what to do.
Really, really funny there.
Yeah.
Should
that
we
was
be
hilarious.
friendly?
We should rent a room from the owner of this tavern and inn. We will make more progress tomorrow.
Or forceful?
Why do you want to know my opinion?
Tell us what to do, Chad.
To be fair, if Saren is a three-dimensional person, that is a pretty fair reaction to all the bullshit.
If Saren is a three-dimensional person.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Well, he is a 2D sprite, so
Yeah, he's a two-dimensional person is the thing.
I can only feel it 2D.
Alright, looks like we're going with friendly.
All right. We should rent a room from the owner of this tavern and inn. We will make more progress tomorrow.
Paper Saren, the 1,000-year joke.
Is it really safe for us to do that in a place like this?
I'll guard you diligently tonight, Your Highness. Everything will be fine.
Very well. That sounds like a good idea. Saren looked surprised, but nodded in agreement as he led the way up to the man behind the bar. Lauren walked over to the counter with a confident stride. Give me a room. The bartender ignored her and continued what he was doing. Did he not hear me?
Real quick question. Are we going to see this dude again, but without the beard?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe not.
You, give me one of your rooms. Lauren raised her voice when she spoke, but the owner still ignored her. Acknowledge my presence, you uneducated lout!
Let me try, Your Highness.
Sir, may we please rent one of your rooms for tonight?
Nothing. These humans are animals! The bartender scoffed. Lauren's patience was thin. She reached across the bar and grabbed the owner by his tunic, yanking him clear off the ground.
That animation.
In the Citadel? Guards! Guards! Some guards who were standing in the corner hurried forward to apprehend them.
Just waiting there.
Draco suddenly appeared out of the crowd and hurried to the side of Lauren and Saren.
A wild Draco.
Be gone, weakling!
No need to thank me.
She wasn't.
The half-elf magician whipped up a bright-hot wall of fire,
What?
sending
Yeah.
everyone further into panic. The fire did not burn anything, but it was too hot, keeping the guards at bay.
It's hot, but it didn't burn. Thermodynamics.
It makes sense. You followed us.
Of course I did.
Lauren drew her swords. I spared your life once. Don't get in my way again.
Don't kill anyone. We don't want trouble with the Empire.
Yes, what he said. I'm too handsome to die, and fabulous.
So fabulous. Lauren growled and ran right through the wall of fire. Draco and Saren could only hear her fight off the guards.
Oh, shit.
Huh. She shouldn't be able to do that.
Saren shook his head and ran through the fire as well to help his mistress. Draco chuckled at how little his magic daunted these two travelers.
I get.
Not like most folk, are you?
Draco has joined our party. And Draco is awesome. All the mages in this game are awesome. So here's the thing. It's Saren's turn right now. We can hit this guy for 23, 26 damage. And that'll add up eventually, right? Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
eventually.
We can also just use a fireball and
How much-
win.
Fuck!
Jeez.
Jesus.
Lauren got a level up. No skills though, just stats.
What the fuck?
Lauren kicked the last guard, sending him to the floor where the rest of the guards were groaning in pain. The fight in the fire died down, and an empty tavern was all that was left. Lauren wiped the blood from her face and stalked back over to the bartender. Where were we? Be gone, you filth! I'll only come, O gods! Before Lauren could respond, a bag of gold suddenly dropped onto the bar top in front of them. Everyone looked over to see a stout girl sitting at the bar with her hand on her hip. All right, Titan, let's hear your voice.
Oh my. Just give them the Sim Lily people their room, Gunther.
That's the same voice as
No,
Pegasus. It's
all
just
right.
lower pitched.
You know what? Go ahead and go with your idea. There's a slight difference, but I'll.
No, it is like different, but it's a little similar. It's all.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I can't.
Well,
camp
stick
up
with me
together.
for now. We can always switch
Go ahead.
later
Go ahead and take it.
if we
If
want
I
to.
figure out a different character that it might work better for,
Yeah, no, you could use it for someone.
I just wanted to try it.
Hey, maybe we should. Maybe for this
I
call,
just
like we can
realized
show off
my
our
mic was
voices,
muted
but
this
get let.
entire time.
So what?
I said I just realized my mic was muted this entire time.
Oh,
It's the,
yeah, I
it's-
just thought you were
it's-
being quiet.
It's George Takei, right?
Yes.
I
I do all the gay voices.
Yeah.
Real
Because
quick.
George Takei is kind of similar to Pegasus, but lower pitched is the thing.
Real quick, do you think maybe that we could all get you guys could all give this character a wheel that made since Keenan, I think Keenan's on rotation, isn't she?
Yes.
Maybe we can let her try to.
I really want to do this character.
Let the man do his 12-year-old wife.
I mean, there will be plenty. It's
No,
not
I
even a
think-
romance option, man. But
okay, come on.
yeah, no. There's plenty of other party members. Don't worry. There's a lot we haven't gotten yet. Just give the silly people the room, Gunther. Stick to your own business, little girl. Little girl? Little girl? She stood straight up on the bar and stomped over to the party,
Wait,
kicking mugs and plates off the top as she did.
that is not the outfit she had last time I saw her.
That is exactly the same outfit.
It's the same
No.
outfit.
No, last time I saw her, this was a long time before. Did this game get updated?
Yes.
They did update it. They gave the option for suggestive content off, which makes the armor less revealing.
No. The suggestive content is currently
Yeah.
on, and not
Yeah, that's
only
what
that,
it was.
but this character had the same armor in both cases, and it was not that. It was definitely not that. I am going to go get you a picture of what she looked like when I saw this game.
All right, when you get
Interesting.
that, I will
Because
pull it up
yeah,
for everyone to see.
if they updated it, it might actually be different. I don't know.
She stomped over to the party, kicking mugs and plates off the top as she did. Her small stature told them immediately that she was a female dwarf, not a young woman. Someone opening snacks?
That would be me.
You take that back or I'll be taking my bag of gold back. Everyone stared at her. Even at her size, she looked deadly and dangerous. And if she had bags of gold to throw away, she was probably someone of great importance.
Your voice for her makes me think she's about to go. You want to go, bruv?
Right, let's go! Let's go! The dwarf woman suddenly smiled and laughed. I'm just joking with you. Being little's my best quality. Fit in small places and never be found for days. My name's Dora, by the way, and this is Gunther. Say hi, Gunther. The bartender mumbled and took the money and exchanged it for a room key.
Holy crap!
Wait.
Yeah.
What's that?
Did you send? This is in the
Oh.
whole chat, right?
Hold
Put
on.
that in the main chat.
Yeah, put that in
That
the
is
main
a
chat.
very different image. That is super different.
Yep.
I'm really glad they changed it.
Wow, yeah.
Why do you think I kept making the Chris Hansen jokes?
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
is
think I
super
would have liked
different.
this character quite a bit less had she been dressed like that.
Moving on.
The bartender mumbled and took the money and exchanged it for a room key. Titan, it's you.
Dora? That's a lovely name for a lovely dwarf. I'm Draco Firestarter, and yes!
Draco reached up to shake the dwarf's hand, but Lauren quickly slapped his arm away.
Ah!
What do you expect in return for your gold? Why are you helping us? Because you're different.
You mean strangers?
No, silly. I mean, you're really tall and angry looking. You're an Amazon, right?
An Amazon? Ooh! That explains the tallness and the bitter loneliness you feel inside.
And the angriness.
Hold your tongue.
I'm a dwarf, so I'm different too. Here's a tip for you, since you're obviously new around here. Money always makes you new friends. Thank you for your advice. You're very welcome, miss. Would you perhaps be interested in sticking together? I need all the allies I can get.
Would you also be interested in putting your arm down? It must hurt at this point.
She will never put her arm down.
That arm is stuck for all time.
Always ready. She's always in the firing position.
Always ready. Saren blinked in surprise at Lauren, but Draco frowned immediately. We're in the process of conducting a rather lengthy search. Would you like to accompany me? A trip, eh? No, about that. Can't afford to just leave my job here. There will be a substantial reward upon completion. I am Princess Lauren of the Amazons. The dwarf's eyes lit up. A princess? Huh, this sounds very interesting. I've always been a bit of an adventurer, you see. We got a party member, Dora. She's a thief hunter. And for the first time, and for the first time since Saren had known her, Lauren smiled.
She smiled earlier, though. when they were talking about
No,
blood.
totally didn't.
Yeah,
no,
when
for the
Dylan-
first
yeah.
time, the first
No,
time since Saren had known her,
Continuity
Lauren
here.
smiled.
Talk about the murder and the blood, okay?
Blood. Yes, I agree.
Yep, apparently Dora's clothes were changed because of complaints and, quote, trolls.
Trolls, yeah.
Trolls.
Oof.
I'm glad to
Bridge
hear
kind
that.
or the...
The bridge kind, yes. We'd love to have you come along with us.
Why did she get a formal invitation, whereas I got a pointy sword to the throat?
It's because you're a guy.
Lauren's demeanor changed when the man approached her with a scowl on his face.
I'm a magician, and I have amazing skills. Look, I can summon 3 monsters in one turn, and turn them into toons.
I've summoned 5 monsters in
Also,
one turn.
he can send fireworks
Also,
shooting out of
bruh.
his hands.
Also, I can use Emmett's paint.
Knock that off!
Oops, sorry.
You're so persistent. Lauren turned to Saren to ask her next question. What do you think we should do? Well, Chad, should we joke, be friendly, forceful, or
We
romance?
always romance.
I think we're gonna romance,
Yes.
but let's just see what the other options would
I
be.
Let's see this
refuse.
zinger.
I do
We could
not-
joke.
Fine, let's at least find out how horrible the joke is.
Well, in worst case scenario, it'll be another good slave for the Amazons.
Not as good as me, right, though?
Be friendly.
I think we should accept Drake. He was very helpful to us.
Forceful.
I think Draco and Dora are welcome to join, but only if they acknowledge that they need to obey your every command.
And the one we're going with is romance.
Yes. Well, as long as he isn't trying to seduce you, I see no problem with him being around.
She snorted. A man seduce me?
I do not believe it to be impossible.
It's everyone romance. Everyone.
Wait,
Except
no, I think
Dora.
there's Aaron.
Except Dora, and I think there's one other character who's not romanceable. Lauren looked at Saren briefly, but said nothing.
Is it me? Is it that one guy that was me? Is
He's
he
not
it?
a party
Is-
member.
is-
Oh, Makiki? I think he's romanceable. I'm not sure. He might be. We raised our affection with Lauren. She returned to Draco, her expression as impassive as it always was when she dealt with men. You may join our group if you are so determined.
Stars and moons, swords and revealing lights. My wishes have been granted.
I activated Macrocosmos!
Hooray! Draco joined our party. Now we can kill everything. Calm down.
Yes, your almighty Amazon princess ship.
Both Lauren and Saren sighed in exasperation. The newly expanded group ended up booking 3 rooms from the cranky owner. Draco and Dora each took their own room, while Lauren and Saren shared a room.
Can't we share a room with
We're almost
Draco?
done, Limo, but I will see you around. Thanks for coming.
Adios, Limo. Thanks for hanging.
See you, Limo. How far into the game does that romance option open up? Because I'm sure they all have their different
Which romance option?
with Draco.
The obvious one. The
Well, they
one
all
with-
it's
the
it's
best
it's like
one.
BioWare where they develop slowly as you talk to them in camp, kind of thing.
So if you just keep talking
Can you
to them over
romance
again,
everyone?
You can
obsessively,
romance everyone up until a certain point in the story when you have to choose one to go with for the end game.
Oh, for permanent? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can get everyone to the max and see them all at least, like with alternate save games. They both settled down when Lauren started to undress from her light armor. She stopped before she removed her top when she noticed that Saren was watching.
Oh, come on. It's not anything I haven't seen before.
Saren couldn't help but stare at the princess's beauty. She looked perfect in countless ways.
Just two.
As
Jerky
if she
them
was
off,
drawn
like-
by an artist who could only draw perfect women.
Her body was strong, but she was still always elegant, and everything about her had a sense of confidence and loveliness. He distantly thought that any lovers the woman took would be very fortunate men, even if she did not love them.
I've been making a jerking off motion this entire block of text.
Very appropriate.
I don't get how Saren is so caught up in this when he literally this is his job.
She's so beautiful, man. She's so pretty. She was strong more than just physically. There was no questioning that she was mentally strong as well, for only a person with great strength of heart would deny a royal crown to instead search for a loved one. He remembered how she had said that a man could not seduce her, and when he challenged that, she said nothing. Was there room in her heart for someone other than a woman? For a slave?
A heterosexual romance? I never.
Breaking new ground here. Turn your eyes away.
Oh, good. She's talking. I can stop jerking off.
She glared at him irritably, and he looked away immediately.
Sorry, Your Highness.
I don't want to have to tell you again. At least have some humility if you're going to be staying in the same room as I am.
Understood.
I know decency is difficult for a man like you, but know that I'll kill you if you try anything.
I'm supposed to be protecting you.
I can take care of myself. The sun disappeared beneath the horizon, and the room became completely dark as night came. While the conversation could have gone better, that was the moment when Saren realized just how special Lauren was. She was beautiful, deadly on the fields of battle, and later in this tale, one to make the most difficult decision.
I'm making the wanking motion too now.
Me too.
Oh yeah, quick question. Is the narration supposed to be future Saren, like speaking about past events?
It's
No,
the
it's
monk.
It's a monk telling us about this story that was so epic!
The monk may or may not be one of the characters. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So this is where we stopped last time, and considering it is almost midnight, I think this is a good place to stop this time as well. So everyone's caught up now. This is canon. And next Friday, we'll pick up from here.
Do you know what's funny is that this game has actually made me hype for Planet Stronghold 2 because not only will the combat be competent, but it will have Space Hitler.
Oh, I'm totally psyched.
Oh,
for
Space
that.
Hitler. I totally forgot about Space Hitler.
Oh, also we got a short
Oh,
sword.
man.
Let's see if no, it's worse than that. And
Maybe
she
we
already
should
has
give
a short sword.
some acting lessons.
We don't have a shield, so we could take it, but it would reduce our speed. So we'd be less good at healing, so let's just not give anyone the sword.
We could make Saren suck. We could make Saren the total poser who's
We'll
just
be getting
imitating.
plenty more party members.
Like me.
I love this dramatic music right now. It's really,
I can't hear it, so.
I can't hear it because I have my stream
it's
muted
basically
for the purpose of
full
no echo.
chorus, full Carmina Burana.
Wait,
Oh.
We do need a skeleton party member, Skull, you're right.
Go ahead and show the character list again.
The character
'Cause,
list, yeah, let me
you
pull that up.
You showed that originally in the first stream, but you
Yes.
never showed it on this one, unless I missed it.
well,
No, you
pull
did
that
not
up.
miss it. I just, because we already decided male or female, and
Yeah.
that was why I pulled it up the first time, but I will show people.
So, and while he's doing that, how did you guys enjoy this so far? I know that we've lost a few people.
Any constructive criticism for
Oh
us?
my god, this game is so boring.
In a good way.
I assume when there's more characters, it actually starts speeding up a bit because now it's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, it
between
does.
characters, so
Yeah.
it's-
It does get more interesting. The beginning is quite slow.
Blood, 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 blood.
No, the first time she smiled.
The first time, it was the first
canonical
time.
she
There was
smiled.
no time before that she never smiled.
Well,
Okay.
remember, just like the P count, there is the canonical count and
Yes.
the total count.
No, they're both canonical. Saren's just an idiot, or the Mong is an idiot. Saren is a little dim, but he's not as stupid as Lauren is. Because Lauren is just straight rock stupid.
Everyone in this game is stupid.
Everyone's stupid but me.
Fed up with this world.
Yeah, everyone betraying me. I'm fed up with this
But
world.
damn it, Lisa!
Oh, hi,
Good
Mark.
story, Mark.
So,
It's confidential.
yes.
Anyway, how's your sex life?
So Lauren, as we know, is romanceable. Draco is romanceable only by Saren. Mirth is the naked druid who has a few leaves tossed on just for good measure, who is only romanceable by Saren.
So she's poison ivy.
She does not swing both ways. Amukiki is not. He is romanceable by anyone. Anyone can romance Amukiki.
Sail, it is me, Amukiki.
Ray is a racist elf we'll be meeting in the future, and
No,
he
I don't want to meet him. I don't
is
want to meet a racist elf.
only romanceable by Eleanor.
Good, fuck elves.
'Cause he's racist.
Karen is the queen of the Amazons, and she is also only romanceable by Eleanor. Chambara is the first of the expansion pack characters, and she is romanceable by either gender. She's a dark witch, black magic person.
She looks like a goth. Obviously
Mesfit
goths, but not
is the
wizards.
other expansion character besides Seitzer's name or something.
Ryu?
Yeah, Ryu. And he's not romanceable, but Mesfit is by either gender. He's a dark elf, and he gets possessed by a demon and can transform as a battle mechanic.
Well, on the one hand, that sounds vaguely unique, but on the other hand, elf?
He's a dark elf. It's different.
Elf.
Dude, it's Drow. It's like Drizzt, and Drizzt's so cool, you guys.
There's going to be a lot of elf versus dark elf racism in this game. Just gonna warn you now.
yes.
Is it gonna be anywhere as not even very tactful as the first Dragon Age game?
I never got all the
I
way
actually
through
thought the
Dragon
romance
Age.
in the first Dragon Age was some of the best BioWare has done, to be honest.
No, the romance was good. I'm more talking about the race relations.
I have only
Oh,
played one
it's pretty-
BioWare.
it's-
Yeah,
pretty
it's kind of
blood-forged
like
drama.
Dragon Age relations.
I have
it's
only
not-
played one BioWare game, and it was Sonic Chronicles: The Dark
Oh
Brother.
God, just that game doesn't exist.
I
Okay.
am never going to play another BioWare game because I hated that game so much.
While we're here, just thought you guys might be interested in seeing a little bit of Planet Stronghold 2. So here's some
Oh my
romance.
Oh my god, the shaft.
Joshua can romance with Rebecca, with Rumi, with Milo, with Shyler, with Lakadima, and with Cliff. And
Wait, are you
Lisa
seriously telling me that we can't? That's our good.
Lisa can romance with Tom Schatz, with
Yes.
Damien, with
Schatz.
Ave, with Michelle, with Lakadima, and with Milo.
Why are you even showing us the other romance options? We're gonna go
Look,
Lisa
Go
and
back
we're going
up.
to
We've seen
romance the
we've seen a
Shats.
Tom Schatz pectoral. I think we're done for the night.
Yep,
But
there
I
it
have
is
to
right
wonder
there.
why did the author, why did the creator of Why Did Winter Wolves not listen to my constructive criticism and make Philip the mandatory romance option for everybody?
I don't know.
Space Hitler's too good for
Space Hitler is everyone's true love.
Space Hitler is my husbando.
you. Wait, look at that
There's-
screenshot.
There's some of our old friends.
Space Hitler's there on the bottom left. Yay!
Space
Yes.
Hitler is the best.
Space Hitler forever.
Oh,
Uh,
Philip, you beautiful bastard.
Here's the new portraits.
Oh,
Wow, what did you do with your hair, Rumi?
Rumi, how did you manage to get your hair like that?
She's the
Why
funny one, right?
did you get your hair like that? Space Hitler now has an eye patch.
And the trench coat, he got goomier.
Yes.
Goonie.
Michelle has glasses.
What is
Oh man, she's gone full hipster.
She
what
has-
is Rebecca's outfit doing?
I really don't know.
Is that flap in the back like a coat, or is it like?
Oh my god.
We got some
what
guy
is
here.
that?
I don't know
What is-
who or what he is.
What is. No, I don't like it.
He's got a little demon on his shoulder.
I hate him.
This is Lakadima. She's a new character.
I hate her.
She has a watch embedded into her breasts.
She's terrible already.
Oh dear.
And here's the romance chart.
Wait, Tom Schatz is
Wait.
a smoker.
Hang on. Wait,
Tom
wait,
Schatz
wait.
is smoking, everyone. He is literally smoking.
Smoking.
So, yep, Schatz is Lisa Nelson only.
The Shats don't go for no man.
All kinds of.
If you only maybe it's not the man part, and maybe it's more like the really
Whoa.
bad, like Karate Kid headband we're wearing. Oh look, it's Rebecca exercising. Isn't that so hot?
That's so attractive.
Yes.
It's Damien. Oh man, just look at that brooding loner.
I walk this lonely road.
There's a
I
cat.
got my like bazillion abs.
None of these hold a candle to Saren, of course. Oh, it's called. What is Planet Stronghold Warzone?
I think that's just the name, like Planet Stronghold 2 Warzone.
I wonder if the Burger King will be dead. She looks so bored. She's
She
like,
really does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm. I think we've gotten most of. I think
no,
we've
it's
squeezed
incomplete.
all
I'm
the water.
trying to
Up.
remember. I don't think that character survived our playthrough of Planet Stronghold.
No, we
Did
killed the
we-
There's
shit.
different.
Didn't,
I mean,
didn't we
there were
genocide
different
a
ways you
certain
could
race?
go.
I'm trying to remember. We did something incredibly horrific, I recall.
We did a
we murdered
lot
the
of
fuck out.
incredibly horrific things.
We did a lot of horrible things in that playthrough.
We murdered and murdered and murdered and murdered.
Because remember, aliens don't count as people.
It's true.
Oh, Jack, I'm flattered.
We pretty much killed well, the only one we didn't kill, I think, were like the automaton-ish creatures that like we could control. So because
Yeah.
we could enslave them, we allowed them to live. Oh god.
I think we didn't kill.
What's
I
wrong
think
with
we didn't
us?
kill
What
the
have we
friends.
become?
Chad is good people.
We are the best.
All right,
Right,
so I
so-
think that's going to be all
Destiny.
for
So
tonight.
Before we go, any complaints, comments, concerns that anyone cares to say?
And if not now, feel free to post some thread. I just renovated the Friday thread. It's got rules for all the games
Pablo,
we play.
it doesn't matter if we're evil. If we're in charge, that makes us right.
It's true. It's true. Next week, same thing. Probably be doing a Drawful or Cards Against Humanity Super Great Friend Edition instead of Fibbage. We'll be switching that from week to week. But we will definitely be continuing on with Lauren Amazon Princess. And be sure to show up on Sunday for Titan's Super Great Friend Mafia.
Oh, and please do vote. We've only gotten 3 votes in that thread.
You could be the tiebreaker, or you could make it a tie,
Don't vote.
or you could not vote. That's a thing too. So thanks for coming, everyone. This was a lot of fun, and we'll do more because I already said that. So
Yeah.
have a good night.
No.
Burp.